Good morning, Eagleridge Orcas, and welcome to Trivia Time! This week's episode is going to be Jeopardy edition, and I'm going to let my friends introduce themselves.
Good morning, Eagleridge. My name is Miss Ray. I'm not going to lie, I'm feeling a little nervous about this trivia thing, but I'm excited to be here.
Who's up? Me? Hey, it's Mr. Mac. Brace yourself for some awesomeness, because here I come.
Miss DiJulio here. I don't have time for nerves, gonna be honest, because I'm outside and it's a tad cold outside, but I'm excited.
Mr. Wallinger here. I'm not the best at trivia, but I'm gonna try my best.
That's all we're looking for, Mr. Wallinger. We're happy to have you all here, and I'm going to let our friends take a look at what our topic is going to be for today. Here we go. The topic is Ferndale style. See, you're all going to rock it. It's going to be great. The way this will work is I'm going to pick a friend to choose the category and the amount of money. Less money easy, more money tricky. That's how it's going to work. As soon as I read the question, you're going to raise your hand, and I'm going to call on you. Here we go. Our first category is Ferndale, as you all might have guessed. Next category is Washington State, then Nature, Eagleridge Elementary, and Fun Facts, with a final Jeopardy round at the end where you can wager all or nothing. So, thumbs up if you're ready to begin. Friends at home, I hope you're playing along with us too. Our first contestant is going to be Mr. Mac. Choose your category and your money.
Ms. Trebek, I'd like Washington State for 100, please.
Washington State for 100. Here we go, folks. I'm going to read you that question. What is the capital of Washington State? Mr. Julio's hand was first. Go ahead, Mr. Julio. What is?
Olympia.
Let's take a look. Let's check that answer. What is Olympia? Mr. Julio on the board first with $100. She gets to pick that next category.
You know, I want to see Eagleridge Elementary for 100.
For 100, we're starting off easy, folks. Here we go. It's your chance to get on the board with Mr. Julio. Eagleridge Elementary. What teacher wakes up to a view of Lake Whatcom every day? Mr. Mac, I saw that hand first, Mr. Mac.
Who is Mrs. Lutton?
Who is Miss Lutton? There we go. Mr. Mac's on that board too, tied with Mr. Julio. Back to the Jeopardy board. Thank you, Miss Lutton, for being a part of this. Jeopardy board to you, Mr. Mac.
Let's stay with Eagleridge Elementary for 200.
Eagleridge Elementary for 200. Ray and Wallinger, we're looking at you to get on the board here. 200. What teacher has taught in Malaysia? Mr. Julio stole that again. Mr. Julio, what is?
I think what is Mrs. Salisbury?
Yes. Who is Mrs. Salisbury?
Yes. Oh, who is? Sorry.
You're right. We're going to use that proper grammar. We're all getting good here. Who is?
It's early.
Who is Salisbury? Nice job there, Mr. Julio. Thank you, Miss Salisbury, for being a part of this presentation. Back
Love
to
you,
the
Mrs.
board
Salisbury.
to Mr. Julio.
I think it'd be fun to try. Let's try Fun Facts for 100.
Fun facts for 100. She's letting Ray and Wallinger try to join our game here. Let's check it out. 100. What are the 5 major food groups? Wallinger. Let's try it out. Here we go, Wallinger.
Grains, meats, veggies, fruit, dairy.
All right, let's see if we'll give it to him. Meat's considered protein. Thumbs up if we should give it to him.
Yes.
We should give it to him.
That is what I meant to say.
Great job, Wallinger. That gets you 100 on the board as well.
Miss Nardi, I must point out that although you say it's protein, I see a chicken leg in that little graph you show at the bottom. So,
This
conflicting.
is true.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Mr. Wallinger proves his point. The points go to you, sir, with 100 on the board. Mr. Wallinger, the board is yours. What are we going to choose next?
I think I'd like to stick with Fun Facts for 200, please.
Fun facts for 200. Thank you for your politeness. Here we go. What percentage of the human body, an adult, is made of water? And this is about the average. I will take a section, like a guesstimate. Oh, Wallinger, here we go. Try it out.
I'm going to guess 80%.
Well, wait. And I'm going to pass it to the next friend and not show the answer because Miss Nardi's thinking. There's a chance for a steal here, folks, with 200. Mr. DiJulio's next for a steal.
What is 60%?
There we go. Mr. Wallinger, you were so close, just above that window there. Mr. DiJulio stole that for 200.
I think I might have been confusing us with the globe here. Sorry, my apologies.
That is an accurate possibility. Here we go with the point update. Mr. DiJulio in the lead with 500 here. Miss Ray, we're waiting for you to get on the board here. So just a friendly reminder. Round goes. We love you, Miss Ray. You're going to find your chance here soon. Board is now to Mr. DiJulio for the next round. Go ahead.
What is Ferndale for 100?
Ferndale for 100. Take a deep breath here, folks. I know you can have this. Here we go. What is the name of the local area where you can learn about Ferndale's heritage? Oh, Miss Ray with a hand up.
What is Pioneer Park?
Let's take a look. Miss Ray's on the board. $100 to you there, Miss Ray. And the board is now yours for the next category.
Let's go with nature for 100, please.
Nature for 100. Let's find out who knows the most nature facts. Here we are. What is the state tree of Washington State? Oh, Mr. Mack's hand. Go ahead, Mr. Mack.
Douglas fir. Oh, what is the Douglas fir?
If I'm remembering my knowledge, I'm going to let someone steal on this one. Miss Ray.
What is evergreen?
Yeah. Yes. Let's see if Miss Nardi can remember. Oh, no, neither. Well,
can I steal? Is it too late to steal?
I think I know the answer.
My nature friends in the room will know this, but the Western hemlock is the scientific name for an evergreen tree. So really, Miss Ray does get the points there. You can Google that later, Mr. Mack. So Miss Nardi's waking up here. I'm going to drink more coffee while we send this over.
Does that mean I get that one?
Miss Ray, you're up to 200 on the board here. You just passed Wallinger and McMasters. Nice job, Miss Ray. Board is to you.
Okay, let's do Eagleridge Elementary for 300.
All right, folks, warm up here. This is going to be a tricky one. This is going to be for 300. This could put anyone in the lead at this time. So here we go. What teacher has a mom that was a speech pathologist at Eagleridge? Looks like we've stumped them here, folks. Courtesy question from Mr. Wood. Thank you, Mr. Wood. And the teacher who's participating here. Looks like we're going to have to take some guesses, folks.
Are we allowed to call in help? Can I call Mr. Wood for help?
It's a great question, Mr. DiJulio, but this is a self-honesty time here, self-reliance. So we're going to go through and take some guesses. Who's the brave soul to guess first? Mr. Mack.
I'll say, who is Mrs. Tremblay?
Oh, Mr. Mack with the win! Mr. Mack.
Representing 5th grade. Woohoo!
There we go. We're glad, Mr. Mack. She's up in your side of the pod, so I'm glad you got that one there. Thank you for participating, Mrs. Tremblay, and your adorable baby at home. And the board is here to Mr. Mack.
All right, let's go with nature for 200, please.
Nature for 200, one of my favorite questions. I think I remember the answer now. Here we go. What is the most common fern within the Pacific Northwest? Mr. Mack's hand shot up there first.
That would be Polystichum unitum, a.k.a. the sword fern.
Thank you, Mr. Mack, for the layman's definition as well.
I'm learning so much here. I love this.
Yes, Mr. DiJulio. I hope our folks at home are learning too. The sword fern is the most common fern. You might see it out your window right now. Great job, Mr. Mack. Mr. Wallinger, were you going to say that too? Is that what you were aiming?
I wasn't going to give the scientific term, but I was going to say sword fern.
There we go. So many of you, we like that. Mr. Mack, should I do extra points for scientific? We'll see at the end if we need a tiebreaker. So, Mr. Mack, the board is back to you.
All right, let's cue up the banjo music and go back to Ferndale for 200, please.
Ferndale for 200. Here we go, folks. Let's see if our teachers can get this. What is the original city of Ferndale called? Miss Nardi did some digging here, and man, this is a good one.
It's not called Ferndale?
You got to put your hand up, ma'am. It's for 200 here, folks. This is gonna get you on the board. Who's got some guesses? Raise that hand up. Yes, Mr. Wallinger, here we go.
What is the town of Ferndale?
Close try, but not yet, sir. Next contestant. Who's ready to steal? We all have to try once, and then I'll give you a hint to make it fair to Wallinger, who took a risk there. Miss Ray, here we go.
What is Ferndalia?
Nope, but we like your creativity. Not quite. Miss DiJulio.
What is a trick question? It was always called Ferndale.
No, but I, again, applaud your creativity. Mr. Mack, take your guess.
How about Fern Gully?
No, but I wish, sir. I wish. Here's your hint. You ready? This is a term used when there are lots of really big tree logs that have fallen into a pile. DiJulio, was that a hand? No. All right. Lots of logs fell into a pile is called this 3-letter word. DiJulio, here we go. What is?
What is a jam?
Miss DiJulio can figure it out. Ferndale was originally named Jam. Isn't that awesome?
Nice.
That's awesome.
I love knowledge.
And take this trivia back to your students. There we go. The town of Jam is where we all
That's
teach.
beautiful.
DiJulio, you have the board here.
Let's go with fun facts for 300.
Fun facts for 300, folks. Buckle up. Here we go. More than 7 staff members have graduated from Ferndale High School. Can you name 3 of them? Oh, DiJulio's hand's up. Go ahead.
Who is Mr. Wood? Who is Miss Thierry? Who is Mrs. O'Brien? Is she one of them?
I don't think so. I'm going to give Mr. Mack the time to steal. Mr. Mack?
I'm going to go with Wood, Thierry, Tremblay.
Yes, Mr. Mack with the steal. Let's take a look here, folks. Was I right? Yeah, not O'Brien. Tremblay, Lackey, Salisbury, Freeman, Pazaski, Wood, Hunt, and I'm sure there's more that I don't know as well. All right, Mr. Mack is in the lead here, folks. I'm going to do some quick math. 3, 6, 9. Mr. Mack with 900 points on the board, with DiJulio in second with 2, 4, 6, 800. Oh, folks, we got a close race here with Wallinger. Are you awake down there?
You know, I told you that trivia was not my strong suit, but I am trying my best still. So
Sure. You are here
is,
trying your best.
I
trying your
can
best
feel
is
your
invaluable.
digital effort.
Yes. Thank you for being a part of this here. And remember, Wallinger, we still got a final Jeopardy coming up, so you're still in the game. Mr. Mack, the board is to you.
Let's go with Washington State for 200 if we could.
All right, here we go, folks. What is the nickname of Washington State? Mack's hand, I saw it there.
The Evergreen State.
The Evergreen State. Mack with that 200 add in there. Wallinger, you were close. Just be quick there, man. I'm rooting for you.
Miss Nardi, I'm not sure you were really paying the closest attention. It's fine though. It's fine.
You're right. I'm gonna look at all of you. You're right for the next one.
Yeah.
Mac, they're all lots of dollars here now. Mac, what are you gonna choose?
Let's go with Ferndale for 300, please.
Ferndale for 3. I'm gonna look at all my friends here, so we got it equal. Ready? During what year was the city of Ferndale first settled? I will give, if you get like 2 of the digits right, I think we can count that. Oh, Wallinger, here we go.
Total guess here. I'm gonna say 1850.
We're going to give that to Wallinger for the first 2 digits correct. Wallinger with 300 on the board. See, so proud of you. So proud of you. You got on the board there. 1872 was when Ferndale, or the town of Jam, was first settled. Wallinger.
Also the year Mr. Matt graduated high school.
Look at that. Yeah, more facts coming out. Thanks, Mr. Mack. Wallinger, the board is yours.
Yeah, let's go ahead and close out Washington State for 300, please.
All right, folks, here we go. Washington State. What are 3 national parks in Washington State? The 3 of them. Oh, Wallinger, here we go.
Snoqualmie, Mount Baker National Park, the Olympic National Park, and oh no, I'm totally blanking on the third. I'm only gonna give 2.
Well, Wallinger, you're only going to get 1 because the first one is it's not a national park, but the next word for that. So there are only 3 national parks. If you listen to him closely, though, he gave you 1. Who's next? Who wants to steal? One of them is near us. One is the largest peak around. And one's on the coast. Here we go, folks. I think we've stumped them, families. Let's see. Mr. Mac's going to try. Go ahead, Mr. Mac.
All right, I'll give it a run. So Rainier, I think, is one. Olympic, I think, is another. And then, did we say Mount Baker already?
And Mount Baker is a national forest area. That's the word I was looking for.
National park.
Here's your last clue. The 3rd national park is just out Highway 20 from Cedro-Woolley. All right.
Concrete National Park?
When this quarantine's over, I know where I'm taking these friends. Ray or DiJulio, it's your time to steal.
Olympia.
Well, Olympics, but let's give it to her. Olympic.
Olympia is the capital of Washington, though. Fun fact. Olympic, Rainier. Chucknut's not it.
Here's your last clue. It is 2 words, and the first word is on a compass.
North Cascades?
Yes! Oh, well, folks, that was a 300, so that's a tricky one. So we're all on the same page.
Wow.
North Cascades, Olympic, Mount Rainier. I'm going to give everyone 100 who participated. So sorry, Miss Ray. I think each of them got a park, so we're going to give them each 100. There we go, folks. Hope you learned at home, too. That means, Mr. Mac, we're down to that last category. You can choose it there.
All right, let's go with nature for 300.
Nature for 3. Here we go, folks. What are the names of the 3 sections of the Nooksack River?
And we have a hint.
Mr. Mac's going to go ahead first. Mr. Mac.
Is it the North Fork, the Middle Fork, and the South Fork?
Mr. Mac, thank you, sir. You know our area well.
Yes.
I love that there.
Question.
Yes.
Where are the East and West Forks?
Well, the Nooksack River meets with Bellingham Bay here, Mr. DiJulio, so there's not space for that to happen. I'm going to do some quick math here while you brainstorm what you think Final Jeopardy could be.
I hope it's not about nature. That was not our best topic.
Or Ferndale.
Maybe it's about Eagleridge. I would like that.
Or maybe teaching.
Ooh.
All right, folks, the money you can wager, this is what you got to keep in your head. This is what you can wager. Miss Ray, you could wager up to $200 on this Final Jeopardy. Mr. Mac, you could wager up to $1,500 on yours. Mr. DiJulio, $900. Mr. Wallinger, $400, okay? So you can wager up to that. I'm going to make you wager before you see the category because, yeah. So thumbs up when you know what you're going to wager. Mr. Wallinger.
I'm going to go for it all. I'm wagering 400.
All for it. Wallinger's for all. Who's ready next? Looks like Mr. Mac's ready. Go ahead, Mr. Mac. What are you going to wager?
I'm going to go $1,499.
Oh, there we go. Mr. Mac was doing some quick math over there at home to see what he could wager. Mr. DiJulio.
Let's go with 800.
800, trying to be
I
left.
still
out.
have 100 left to spare.
Exactly. And Miss Ray.
I'm gonna go all 200.
All 200. All right, folks. Those of you who wagered big, I think you're going to be happy with yourself. The topic is hygiene cleaning habits. You all get to answer this question too. So if you get it right at all, you get your money. Here's the question. How long at least do you need to wash your hands for? Mr. Mack is ready.
20 seconds.
All right, next, I think I should say you got, next contestant. Mr. DiJulio.
20 seconds.
Mr. Wallinger.
What is 20 seconds?
Oh!
And Miss Ray.
What is 20 seconds?
What is 20 seconds? Look at that, folks. We're gonna, we support our friends who took risks first, so everybody got that answer correct. And with my quick math here, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9, 9. You can check me, but it looks like we'll go back to looking at our faces to show this final score. It looks like Mr. McMasters won this with $1,999, Mr. McMasters. Second place goes to Mr. DiJulio with $1,700, and Mr. Wallinger coming in third with 800 there, and Miss Ray taking up the rear with 400. Pat yourselves on the back, folks. Thank you so much for participating in this week's episode of Trivia Time Jeopardy, Ferndale style. Any last words from the contestants?
Thanks for the lovely experience. I learned a lot, Miss Nardi.
You did a beautiful job, Ms. Nardi.
Mm-hmm. My brain hurts with how much I've just learned.
Mm-hmm.
My takeaway is jam.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I don't know if I'll do trivia again for a little while, but this was awesome. Thank you.
Yes, you all learned, friends at home, you learned a lot about Ferndale and teaching and hygiene habits here and nature facts as we hope you take away. So we'll see you next time on Trivia Time.
Bye.